laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa
Warriors who are coming off a defeat to the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters look to bounce back against their former champions, the San Juan Knights. And the Knights, of course, are led by their playmaker, Orlan Wamar Jr., the best player in the win over Manila last week. And Orlan ang mangunguna dito sa laban na to as South Cotabato takes on San Juan. San Juan trying to stay within striking distance ng Pampanga na nanalo kanina. And it's an important game for obvious reasons because South Cotabato also trying to get into a good playoff position sa South Division natin. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga, sila Tupas kasama si Christian Juanson. Sidney Crespo is at courtside. And Christian, as we mentioned, alam natin kung gaano ka-importante ito for San Juan. They are gearing up for an important battle with Pampanga later this week.
Well, they want to solidify, obviously, their spot, number 2 or maybe number 1. To your point, if they win this one, and then, that game on Friday, we just hope it turns out to be as an anticipated game as it is high, better than our second game. But San Juan definitely a team that's same as Pampanga. They're not in a 23-game winning streak. But the way with their record and the way they've been playing on the floor, certainly championship level type.
And the standards have been set for the Knights, and syempre ang kanilang standards na kailangan nilang sundan dito. Also kasama natin at courtside Miss Sidney Crespo, who has been busy talking to our coaches and our players. Sidney, how are you?
Yes, Adel, thank you so much. On National Heroes Day, maghaharap nga ang Warriors ng South Division at ang Knights ng mga taga-Norte. Kwento ni Assistant Coach Nani Pundulan, they made sure that the San Juan Knights are no longer on cloud 9 after defeating Manila at nakafocus na raw sila sa mga susunod na laro. They're not just preparing for tonight's game, but they're also balancing the load for the tough week ahead. Ngayon naman sa South Cotabato Warriors, they had 3 practices mula Biyernes dahil simple lang ang sinabi ni Coach Elvis, paano ka magpapahinga kung San Juan ang kalaban mo? Paano nga ba sila, Coach Christian?
Hindi ako nagpapahinga pag San Juan. Pag may game dito sa San Juan, malapit lang eh.
Tama.
Wala ka masyadong pahinga. No excuse really for us not to show up here as South Cotabato. The mission is clear for them.
Right.
Especially after that loss last week against Batangas, and balikan natin yung laban na yon. 91 to 82. This was a physical and bruising encounter, Christian, and we covered this one.
Right.
It felt like it was a 9-point win, but it felt like a really close game.
Right. Total of 37 free throws combined, to your point, and 46 fouls. So that's how physical it was. It was that grind type of win for Batangas and a grind type of loss for South Cotabato. But Batangas, they just hit some shots in the end with their execution. Cedric Ablaza, best player of the game. 50% shot the ball compared to 39. Dominated the boards clearly, plus 11 points in the paint. I thought Batangas both had the advantage, not only with their skilled big men in Apinan and Ablaza, but these bigs of South Cotabato were really put to the test. They have an all-star, yes, and a veteran, Larry Rodriguez, but his hands are going to be full. They don't have a big name in San Juan, but defensively he's going to have to be there. This guy on your screens, Val Acuña, shot the lights out, especially for the first 3 quarters, wherein he had 20 points. The thing is, in the fourth quarter, na-check na siya at nag-adjust na yung defense ng Batangas. May kasama na ring alat, but he was 6 of 12 from downtown, total of 20 points. They're gonna need that type of performance from him along with their big men.
And San Juan naman ang pag-uusapan natin, and it was a game that they also needed a victory considering na sa North Division ng kalaban nila, and this was one of the most highly anticipated games of the season. San Juan against Manila. This is an old MPBL rivalry. This matagal na naglaban itong dalawang koponan na to. They have a lot of history together, but San Juan coming up on top. This was a game na you thought San Juan was going to pull away, but nakahabol ang Manila and made things interesting.
Well, they were pretty much in control except for the first quarter. And even from the second quarter when Manila was up by 7. Let me correct myself on the one earlier. Jondrick Beloria was the best player.
Jong Baloria.
Yeah, Jong Baloria was the best player, not Cedric Ablaza. But this was a game wherein I thought the third quarter wherein San Juan was able to make a 13-0 run, wherein they were only up by 3 to heading into halftime. And then suddenly at 13-0 lamang na sila ng 16, and they did it, by making stops, hitting threes from the outside, and executing in their offense and attacking their bigs in the half court. Itong bigs sa Manila. Orlan Wamar had a splendid game, 21 points, 7 of 13. He had a 3 in that 13-0 run to start the third, and Panganiban, I thought, had the big shots as well in that run. Also, you could say the biggest shot to put them up by 7 in the last minute against Greg Slaughter.
So San Juan entering this ball game on an 11-game winning streak. So they put that on the line against the South Cotabato Warriors. Let's go to Richard Tampos for the starters.
6, presented by Extreme. We get the starting lineups first for South Cotabato Warriors. Forward number 29, Flex Apreku. Playing center number 5, Larry Rodriguez. Point guard number 8, JP Calvo. Starting at guard number 15, Enzo Hoson. And at forward number 21, the inaugural season MVP, Val Acuña. The head coach is Elvis Tolentino. Assistant coaches, Boying Diloy, Ramon Pito, Apol Coronado, Peter Teleguero, and Rod Tolentino. Team manager, Merman Flores. The team owner is Michael Pacquiao. And now, the MPBL Season 2 Tattoo Cup champion, your San Juan Knights. Go for gold! Forward number 4, Mike Malonzo. Coming in at center number 15, Arvin Gamboa. One guard number 14, H.M. Miranda. Two guard number 11, John Calinato. And at power forward number 9, Dexter Marquez. San Juan Knights is led by the team owner, Honorable Senator Jinggoy Estrada. His assistants are the original Tapal King, the Scholar, Philip Cesar, and Nani Pundulan. Coaching consultant, Congressman Brian Yamsuan. Team manager, June Osman. Co-team owner, Jeremy Go.
Starting five brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. JP Calvo, Enzo Hoson, Larry Rodriguez, Felix Apreco, Val Acuña for South Cotabato, AJ Miranda, John Galinato, Arvin Gamboa, Mike Malonzo, and Dexter Marquez para sa San Juan. The referees, Jay Castroverde, Edmar Avis, and Dexter Arcega. Jovi Tocfeme is the fourth man. And we are underway here in San Juan. South Cotabato in white, San Juan in red. Calvo, atake, and he scores.
That's a good sign for South Cotabato. JP Calvo gets one inside quickly with a drive.
And Mike Malonzo. Bigay kay AJ Miranda, barges into Calvo. Bigay kay Marquez. Well defended by the All-Star, two-time All-Star,
Larry Rodriguez, yeah, using his length right there, forcing Marquez to shoot over the top. Same thing with Galinato, forcing the miss on Hoson on the other end.
Miranda. Gamboa, now with Galinato. Rises for that jumper. That is money.
Well, see, it's a simple dribble handoff play, but Gamboa, I got to give him credit, not only handing the ball off, but that handoff serves as a screen as well. He headhunted the defender of Galinato, which opened up the drive and the basket eventually.
Minti si Larry Rodriguez. Takbo agad ang San Juan. Here's Arvin Gamboa. To Galinato. Touch pass to Malonzo. Here's Malonzo. Challenges the defense of Acuña. And that time, Val gets the stop for South Cotabato.
Great discipline by Val Acuña. A lot of players would try to strip the ball away or give ticky-tack fouls. Val Acuña used his length, challenge over the top, and forced the miss on Malonzo.
Oson to Calvo. Against Malonzo. JP.
Excellent on-the-ball defense by the taller, the big man Malonzo on Calvo, who he thought he had a speed advantage on Mike. Not on that one. Nice pass. Good finish.
And this is what, you know, ito na yung naging calling card ng San Juan dito this season.
It's been just like your favorite team, strength in numbers.
Talaga?
Oh. I mean, I say that having a basis not only from eye test. They don't have anyone in the top 10 in points. They don't have anyone in the top 10 in rebounds. But there's certainly a championship contender team.
Yeah.
I don't think they have anyone right now in the top 5 sa MVP.
No, probably Orlan Wamar.
Probably Orlan. I don't think he's winning. He's probably going mythical because they're winning. But I'm not sure. You know, we could have 5 other names maybe. But my point is, etong San Juan, it's been a collective effort for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. Wow. AJ Miranda, his emergence here as the starting point guard for San Juan.
Right.
Giving, Orlan Omar, giving Coach Senator Jinggoy Estrada the luxury of...
And we just talked about him being a mythical 5 member. Possibly.
The teamwork here for San Juan on full display.
That's the key right there, what you said. The team play. The teamwork.
Oh, tsaka they're sure of their movements. No, walang, no second guessing. Even the way they ran their first 3-4 plays, alam mo na yun talaga, and the plays developing. Kahit anong mangyari, yun ang ano tayo.
Every player is making quick decisions on the floor. Every player is also confident to make a move on the floor. And if they make a mistake, very rare do we see somebody rolling their eyes or pointing fingers. But when they hit a shot, we see them cheering for each other, clapping for each other. When they're struggling, we also see that bench, stepping up and even cheering for the guys on the floor, which makes up sort of like the perfect type of team.
But again, this is not the, kasi iba-iba yung personality ng San Juan Knights na nakita natin
Through the years.
through the years. Eh.
Right.
There was a John Wilson, Mac Cardona.
Right. Yung mga big names nandun.
And then there was a Mike Ayon who emerged right there out of that group, and Jonard Clarito.
Even Larry Rodriguez,
Oo.
who played for San Juan. It was a big part of that
Championship.
of this franchise as well, and championship.
8-5. Acuna bigay kay Felix Apreco. Calvo gets away.
Wow. Wow. I thought he was fouled already initially by the initial defender Galinato, but look at this. Home run of a made basket. Ganito ka kondisyon ang San Juan.
8 of the 10 points of San Juan.
Well, if you don't believe me, if you saw the numbers earlier in the pregame, I think what's a ridiculous number, Sidelf, against Manila in their last game, talking about San Juan, they had more turnovers than Manila. 17 turnovers compared to the 14. But the points of turnovers, they had the advantage, 18-8. So they had more turnovers, but at the same time, they scored more of the 14 turnovers of Manila.
Yeah, we're tied at 10 after the three-pointer galing kay Val Acuna. Here's AJ Miranda. Galinato for
Short.
3. That is short. Nakuha ni Val Acuna yung rebound. Looks to be in a very good shape right now. Ito si Val Acuna. Hosod. Drives. Labas kay Larry Rodriguez. That's a 3. And Larry Rodriguez has been hitting from beyond the arc in the last few games.
Not only that, he's been taking them with confidence. Not second-guessing when he's open. He takes it right away. And it's going to be a big part of his, we talked about this in their last game, his evolution as he ages gracefully.
Kaya nga. And that's Larry Rodriguez right there with our three-point shot of the game. At it's sa inyo ng Extreme. One-stop shop appliances. So there's a challenge early on by Coach Elvis on the foul on Larry Rodriguez. And we will be right back for the result of that challenge.
The challenge of South Cotabato was successful. There was no foul. Retake possession by San Juan Knights.
The ball will remain with the San Juan Knights, but it is a successful challenge. Larry Rodriguez will not be whistled for the foul. Nahampas yung hangin.
Right, but even though this is a call, because we have the benefit of the instant replay, on replay you could say, how could the officials make a whistle on that? But sometimes in live play, especially if it's a swipe,
Yeah.
minsan
Mabilis talaga.
yung mapapapito ka talaga eh.
Galinato. Umatake. Took one step too many.
Every possession, if you play a championship type team like San Juan, it's going to be critically important. So napaka-importante nung successful challenge na yon because nakastop pa sila.
JP Calvo against AJ Miranda. Babase na kay Larry Rodriguez against Marquez. Larry. Val Acuna. Using the fake. Air balls the 3. Marquez to Malonzo, who slips. Madulas na parte yung court natin.
Yeah, two players slipped that time, Alonzo and Enzo Hoson. Right, good idea by Marquez, just too hot to handle for Malonzo.
to 10. Larry Rodriguez. Acuna pulls up. Jumper won't go. Rebound. Dexter Marquez. AJ Miranda. A blitz Miranda. Bigay kay Marquez sa gitna. Nico Panganiban. It's a double team and maganda rin yung timing ng mga pag-double ng South Cotabato doon. Dalawang beses nila ginawa.
Right. Ganda ng timing, and at the same time, poor spacing. Every time you do that baseline ball screen, you want to make sure that the handler has enough space to operate on this sideline. Pag masyado ka malapit sa sideline, kalaban mo yung sideline and forces a turnover on Panganiban.
Larry Rodriguez, the fadeaway. That won't drop. Preco picks up the rebound inside. The shovel pass galing kay Balacuña. Broken up by Marquez. Bola mananatili sa South Cotabato.
Good job by Apreco, crashing the offensive glass, allowing them to have an extra possession.
Acuna to Rodriguez. Calvo na libre sa tres. Sintis ang kanyang tira. Nakuha ni AJ Miranda. Miranda aatake. Naagaw ni Apreco. Bigay kay Hoson. Enzo. Balacuña. 3-ball.
What's the saying, Sidel? Shooters always shoot. Balacuña, before that, made basket 0 for 3. But
he made one.
He made one, okay. But has missed his last two. And Balacuña, certainly one player. You see the action underneath. Certainly one player who will never hesitate to shoot.
16-10. The Warriors are up against the Knights. Our player matchup for tonight, Jammer Hamito against Dexter Marquez. And Jammer averaging close to 8 points, 49% shooting, 6.5 rebounds. Marquez much better with almost 11 points, 50% shooting, and 7.5 rebounds. And for more on those two players, let's go to Sidney Crespo.
Isihan mo lang ha, yan ang biro ni Coach Elvis Tolentino kay Dexter Marquez after siyang lapitan at kamayan in the pregame. Although Dexter is already an established piece for San Juan's success, he remains humble, saying he's just trying his best, even and more importantly, on bad days. Paalala niya sa sarili niya that there is no perfect game. Pero bilang isang veterano, mas malawak na daw yung mga counters niya ngayon. Ang kanyang matchup ngayong gabi na si Jammer Hamito naman ay may magandang motivation rin bilang San Juan daw ang unang team niya dito sa MPBL. Now for South Cotabato, he wants to bring the hustle, especially sa second chance opportunities and eventually sa playoffs, maging efficient lalo dito sa kanyang role. So, Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Sid. And Jammer Hamito has yet to see action. Pero alam mong he will play an important role para dito sa South Cotabato going forward. But talking about important role, ito si Orlando Mar.
Kakapasok lang, no? You know what's more impressive about that shot? He went around the world from the left side as he got the inbound. He set a back pick first. Left wing to right wing to the opposite side to hit that three.
Panganiban. Down low to Zach Wong. There's a double team. Picked up by Panganiban. Blocked by Tolentino.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 break. And Marvin Jonicio lays it in.
Gotta love young legs, huh?
Yeah.
Marvin Jonicio makes it look so easy. But he caught that pass. Halos nasa 3-point line. Just made 2 big steps on the catch without even dribbling.
Panganiban, pinapahirapan ni Larry Rodriguez, and the veteran gets the stop.
Right, second turnover they have forced on Panganiban. who's one of the gunners. Ito, napalpal.
The fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Calvo has yet to take a breather. Tolentino, ang atake. Scoop layup is good.
Like I said, young legs. But this time comes off a ball movement compared to the one earlier of a fast break. Drive, swing, swing, and another drive finished by Tolentino. Marquez. Ayan yung pinag-uusapan, yung part ng report ni Sydney. Yung different counters ni Marquez. We didn't see that much from him, especially in his early MPBL career. Shoots the ball more confidently, even from a distance.
Larry Rodriguez for 3. Parang extend ng konti ni Larry Rodriguez yung range.
Right? Diba? And sabi nga, it's never too late. Eto si Larry Rodriguez, those miles, certainly up there, but still never too late to evolve your game. Marquez, once again, 5 straight points for him.
He's into double figures, Marquez. Marwin Jonicio, too strong on the 3. Panganiban to Marquez. Now with Wamar. Orlan Wamar.
That's a foul.
And whistle going against Cal Tolentino.
Now both teams really having a good flow to their offense and their defense. South Cotabato off to a terrific start, playing away from their home floor.
23-17. You have a timeout with 50 seconds left in the first period. Back inside Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan for the third game of your Monday triple header. We saw Mindoro and Pampanga coming away with wins earlier. Boss Dennis Abella in the building. Then pa rin si Boss Robert Kai, kasama si Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, Executive Officer Joe Ramos, Emer Oreta, and Seth Zamora. Orlan Omar sinks the first free throw.
Boss Dennis, no? Sana pakitang pahiwatig yan ng pagbabalik ng Bacoor.
Oh,
Naka-leave.
Posible.
Diba?
Posible. We'll see. But he's been helping some teams
right.
as well.
Right. Kaya madalas din natin siya nakita, especially
I think
in the early season.
Oh, 8-second violation.
Just one of those turnovers where you can afford if you're going up against the lowly teams, but certainly cannot afford against a San Juan team.
Yeah. 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Here's Panganiban. Tolentino got a hand on it. Nagawan sa bola. Ball will remain with the Knights. Fresh 14 para sa kanila.
Oh, what a beautiful recovery by Panganiban. As you mentioned, Tolentino gets a hand on it, but still able to not only recover the basketball, but get a drive, just unable to make the layup.
Wamar Nilorde. Oh, Wamar misses the 3. Lost Nilorde with that step back. Jammer against Papa Ray Hugnatan. Jammer Hamito with a turnaround shot.
I thought he got away with a walk.
Yeah.
But
an offensive foul on Orlan Wamar.
But certainly got to give credit to South Cotabato, because any team who would try to run with San Juan, guess what? A lot of those teams failed. But South Cotabato showing us that they can run with San Juan. Can they sustain it? That's the biggest question.
Elorde, yes! And just in time to beat the first quarter buzzer, Nico Elorde knocks it down from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point lead para dito sa South Cotabato Warriors. They're off to a terrific start on the road against the San Juan Knights.
Right, you're talking about the best three-point shooting team in terms of makes. Itong South Cotabato. A big part of that is because they have Val Acuña, you saw in the highlight. Larry Rodriguez had 2 in that first half, and to end the quarter, Nico Elorde to beat the buzzer.
First quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenis, do more and achieve more with the Muscular and Sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenis, oras na para magmotor. Second quarter between the San Juan Knights and the South Cotabato Warriors. Zach Wang, Orlan Wamar, Jopet Soriano, Reynel Hognatan, and Nico Panganiban ng 5 sa loob. For the San Juan Knights, here's Wamar with a layup. South Cotabato, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc in that first period. San Juan, 1 of 3.
Well, one of the things that makes San Juan so successful, not only in transition but also in the half court, is that this team really gives good screens. Wala silang wasted movement. That's why it opens up drives like that by Wamar. Panganiban really struggling in this game. That's his 3rd turnover already, this time in transition. Palitan siya ni Soberano.
And AC Soberano giving Nico Panganiban some encouragement as he goes back to the bench. Ayan, kapestuhan mo na yan, ha? And you compete for minutes with the guy.
Right, and you're talking about Soberano coming in, the #1 3-point shooter in the league at 45%. 45.
He was at 50%
at one point.
At one point, Christian. That ball will stay with San Juan after that save from Soberano.
Right, almost a turnover once again for San Juan. That would have been their 8th.
Hognatan to AC Soberano. Soberano with a runner off the glass and in. Always coming up with a counter, especially pag tinatanggal sa kanya yung kanyang 3-point shot. Tolentino fires a 3.
Forced shot right there by Kyle.
Nathan now with Wamar, 28-23. Papa Ray with a drive. Right-handed finish.
I tell you, he makes the slow-mo really look slow. And because he's so good in countering, closeouts because of his ability to shoot. Now off rhythm yung depensa, pero ang ganda ng bawi nito si Jammer Hamito.
And Jammer Hamito gets the first basket of South Cotabato here in the second period. Zach Wang. So atakihin ang depensa ni Jonicio. Wang shoots over Jonicio. Rebound ni Kyle Tolentino. Elorde on the move. Jonicio, dire-diretso. Marwin Jonicio puts it in. Plus the foul.
That's the second time already wherein Marwin has done an excellent job of running the outside lanes. There's a saying, Sidel, that the easiest baskets are the hardest ones to get. That's because you got to defend and sprint from one end to the other. It looks easy, but really, it's hard. Minsan parang pag-ibig lang yan.
Talaga, ha? Talaga lang, ha? Maraming nagre-react pag gumaganyan ka eh.
You know why?
Why?
Because really, love is hard work. You gotta work for it.
Dapat lang
It's
naman
more
talaga.
than just emotions
Marie?
and romance.
Hello, Marie?
Yeah, I work hard for that.
Catolentino scores inside. Ayan, pinaghirapan din.
Di ba?
Yung basket na yon from Catolentino.
What a screen! to open up Orlan Wamar for his second screen of the game. Grabe yung pisikalan sa larong ito. As expected though.
Amito. And Ilorde and Wamar getting into it.
Akala nyo, lahat ng banggaan sa mga big man lang, ha? Hindi lang yon.
Yun. Oh.
Sapul sa mukha,
And actually,
nisipa rin.
oo. Could be. Initially, you might be an unsportsmanlike foul.
That should be an unsportsmanlike foul.
And then, may konting retaliation.
Technical foul.
Technical foul.
Right.
But yung...
Nag-improve ka na? Nag-improve ka na?
Talaga. Alalahanin mo sinong
Record? Ano record?
nakakatama dito lagi. Ha? Alalahanin mo, kanina ka lang nagtama, ngayon nagkukorek ka na.
I gotta rub it in.
Well, but,
It doesn't take long before maging mali ako ulit.
but again, yung bawi ni Ilorde yung nakita. Kasi may unang...
si Wamar.
Oo, may unang contact galing kay Orlan Wamar. Mukhang hindi technical eh.
Tingnan natin.
Mukhang double. I think it will cancel each other out.
It's a double unsportsmanlike foul between number
Nako.
5, Orlan Wamar, and number 4, Nico Elorde. Third foul on Orlan
Mr.
Wamar.
Luanson,
Well,
do the honors, please.
It wasn't totally wrong.
Do the honors.
It was 50-50.
So,
Di ba?
that's the unsportsmanlike foul on Elorde, and that is the unsportsmanlike foul on Wamar.
See? I mean, 50-50 is not bad.
I corrected myself before it was announced.
Kaya nga. Yeah, good for you.
You said it was a technical foul. So guys, it's a double unsportsmanlike foul.
Cancel out lang.
Cancel out lang. Delmar Mahaling, Mark Cruz in the ball game. Larry Rodriguez, who's been shooting very well from beyond the arc, is back in the game as well. Marwin Taiwan has been introduced for San Juan.
Sakto ng pagpasok din ni Mark Cruz.
Shot clock winding down.
That's
And,
gonna be off Dexter.
and Delmar Mahaling, his hustle play paying off. Mark Cruz. Binigay kay Larry Rodriguez. Back to Mark. Against Marwin Taiwan. Cruz. Can't get past Taiwan. Uses the Mahaling pick. Cruz for three. Another rebound. Offensive rebound para dito sa South Cotabato. Larry Rodriguez. Against Sugnatan. The fadeaway won't go. Mike Kiss with a rebound. Marwin Taiwan. Labas kay Mike Kiss. Free ball. Zach Juan. First basket para kay Zach Wong. Great ball movement by the Knights. They are within 3 dito sa ating second quarter. Here's Marwin Jonicio. Jonicio short. Well defended by AC Soberano. Taiwan looking to push. Hugnatan. Libre. Titira ng 3. Hugnatan missed everything. Acuna back the other way. Enzo Hosson set to check in. Acuna fires a three. Off. Rebound. Zach Wang saves it to Reynel. Acuna with a steal, but he stepped on the line.
So both teams, the last two possessions, shooting it from the outside. Both teams shooting at a high clip.
As we bring in this three-point shot from Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances and going back.
Yeah, South Cotabato 5 of 11 for 45%, while San Juan 3 for 5 for 65%.
34-31. The Knights down by 3. Soberano against Hoson. AC nakawala sa depensa, and AC Soberano. He's got a lot in his bag. I'm more than just a three-point shooter.
Right. And the issue so far, clearly a foul right there on the face of Soberano. Right here, the help defense of Larry Rodriguez. The issue right now defensively for South Cotabato, first, on the ball defense, too many blow-bys. Second, that help defense, too late.
Well, I think they put too much respect on the outside shot as well of AC Soberano there. Here's Cruz, launches a three. It's good.
And that's over the outstretched arms of Zachary Juan. Well, we all know Mark Cruz, even though small like an ant, as we call him Ant-Man, really has a knack for making big shots.
Taiwan attacks. And there's a foul on Mark Cruz.
Na sumundot depensa ni Taiwan. Enough time and space, as even on the late closeout against the taller Zach Huang, drills it.
Marvin Taiwan na nasa linya. And this is the first. Yeah, almost 5 points per ball game, 2.6 assists, 70% from the foul line, and he goes 1 for 2 on that trip, 37-35. Benson is in the game for South Cotabato, a former San Juan player as well. Rodriguez fakes the handoff. Nabitawan ng bola. Taiwan, Marquez on the move. Fouled by Benson.
And that's how dangerous it is when you turn the ball over against San Juan. There's not only 3, not only 4 players running the break, just like that one. All 5 red shirts, running to their spots, sprinting to corners, or in that case, diving in the middle. Nice bounce by Marwin to Dexter. 2 free throws for him.
Chance to tie the game here para kay Dexter Marquez. Two for 2, 37 all. Benson. Now with Enzo Hoson. Hoson. Against Soberano, labas kay Apreco. Rodriguez. And just terrific one-on-one defense there by the Knights. And collectively, ang ganda't panoorin. Na
Totoo
nakasabay
yan.
sila lahat.
Every time the individual on-ball defense is evident, then you don't need to help. 3 drives happen, at least, on that sequence for the offense of South Cotabato. And it was 3 stops on the ball by 3 different players.
Marquez, atake, blocked by Apreco. Takbo si Mark Cruz. Bigay kay Hoson, left-handed scoop is good.
Mark Cruz even though he just made a three-pointer 2 plays ago, we would see him oftentimes would try to go for the heat check, but he had his head up, saw a cutter. That's a smart cut by Enzo for an easy 2. Finish with the left hand. Marwin for 3, wala.
Marquez sa ilalim. And what a half Dexter Marquez has been putting together here. There's Mark Cruz. Was looking at Taiwan. Kung saan siya, but found Enzo Hoson.
For a free layup.
Yeah, for the free layup. And Dexter Marquez, 14.7 rebounds.
And a missed
far.
free throw.
Well,
Kanina ba yung reaction ni Sen Coach Jinggoy sa mga missed free throws nila?
yeah, they've right now, well, San Juan is make that 6 of 9. Oh, Benson is ahead of the pack. Benson finishes. AJ Benson, his first basket of the ball game. 41-37. Under 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Marwin Taiwan. Taiwan finds Soberano. Libre sa 3. Yes!
How about the off-ball movement that time? That was terrific individual defense by Mark Cruz, but the pin down by Malonzo to open up Soberano caught the defense napping, and Soberano hits his first 3 in this first half.
Nakadikit dun sa pin down si Enzo Hoso. Here's Enzo. Step back, Jay. It's good.
Tough shot. Nothing you can do about that if you're Coach Sen Jinggoy. Just got to tip your cap sometimes, because even though you play good defense, the better offense prevails.
43-40. AC, another 3 off. This time, Benson with the rebound. Benson, atake sa gitna, off-balance shot. AJ Benson has been a spark off the bench with his energy.
Certainly. And gutsy too. Those 2 drives were not 3 lanes to the basket, especially the last one. Scanned the floor right here. The confidence to make a move and finish on top of Gamboa.
Fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Time out muna tayo. South Cotabato up by 5. San Juan's next 3 games, they go up against Pampanga on Friday, which could determine who gets the #1 seed in the North. And on September 3, they visit Parañaque para kalabanin ng Patriots. And they get a 9-day break before playing against the Bulacan Cuyas. So, tough stretch here for the Knights.
Right. And tulad nung pangbanggit mo ng schedule, no, from the Metro Manila palabas, ilabas na rin natin ng bansa nanonood. From Florence, Italy, former San Beda champion, former teammate of mine as Malonzo finishes strong inside. RJ Texon, kasama si Jerwin Marasigan and Ace Magbuhat. Kumusta dyan sa Italy?
RJ Texon.
Nakapunta ka na ba dyan?
Sa Italy, hindi.
Gusto mo yata makapunta no?
Okay lang. Okay lang. You know me.
Para mag-basketball, gusto mo panalay dyan?
Hindi pa tayo maabot sa level na yan. Sorella knocks down the 3.
Bakit naman? Umabot na nga tayong Dubai tsaka Canada 6
na oras na lang yun. Yung flight na yun. Malapit na lang yun. Malapit na lang yun. At the doorstep of the... Under a minute to play, South Cotabato still on top, 48-42. Naagaw ni Hoson. Enzo.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful finish.
Right. Not only the finish, I think the nudge in stride was as impressive as the finish. The talk about strength, may nakita niya doon kay Soberano.
50-42. Malonzo. Benson is right in front of him. Taiwan able to receive. 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Marwin. Maikes. Atake. Shot clock expires on San Juan. Probably one of the best I've seen.
Yeah,
South Cotabato.
South Cotabato. Definitely. Especially on the defensive end. That's been evident so far tonight.
Play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Mike Malonzo with an impressive attack to the basket. Top board yan. Play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Timeout. Si Coach Elvis of South Cotabato will be right back. Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino sa San Juan, and abangan nyo ang ating executive game and all-star game, also our slam dunk contest in our three-point shootout on September 7 in Zamboanga City, presented by CCAT.
I have a couple questions.
Yes.
Since, you are forcefully an executive.
No, of course not. Ayun yung mga totoong executive. Joe Ramos, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Emer Oreta, Seth Namora, syempre si Boss Robert Kai. Ano yun? Go ahead.
When I say forcefully, yung pinilit ka lang maging executive. Just kidding. Maglalaro ko ba dyan?
Wala.
Oh, wala.
Manonood
dapat pala hindi boss ang tawag ko sa'yo. Hindi ko alam ba't boss tawag ko sa'yo.
Sa'yo yan. Sa'yo yan. Nasa'yo yan, Mr. Juan. So wala pumipilit sa'yo. Amito loses the handle. Soberano has time, but wasn't able to get a shot off. 50-42. The South Cotabato.
What a great half for them.
Impressive half para sa kanila. Considering the level and the quality of the opponent, 50-42. Lamang ang Warriors at the end of the first half. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL. My name is Sydney Crespo and you are watching our main game mula dito sa loob ng Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Kasama ko Sir Merman Flores, ang team manager ng South Cotabato Warriors. Sir Merman, kwento ng ilang mga taga South Cotabato Warriors na sinipagan niyo talaga ang paghanda para sa larong ito mula Friday to Sunday, no holiday muna, no long weekend.
Yeah, syempre kasi ang San Juan napakalakas na team ngayon eh. I think number 1 or number 2 yata sila sa North. So we have to really prepare for this game. So no holidays.
And right now, Sir Merman, bago tayo mag-interview dito, you were looking at the stat sheet and you were nodding and sabi mo na ito, maganda to. So far, what did you like in this game?
Well, we're executing our plays. We're playing good defense. We're forcing them to have turnovers. And we're converting them to points. So kaya it's really good. Good sign for us.
Sir Merman, anyone you want to greet?
Yes, we would like to thank our sponsor, Gov Tamayo, Jinky Skin, Armor On, shout out kay Boss Kevin, and RC Sportswear, and sa lahat po ng mga nanonood dyan sa South Cotabato and Jensan, good evening po sa inyo lahat. At dito sa San Juan, good evening po sa inyo lahat.
Alright, thank you so much guys for your time and for joining me here. Mga kaliga, wag po kayo nga alis, magabalik ang MPBL.
basketball. Handa na ba kayo? Makisaya ngayong September 7 sa Zamboanga City para sa 2024 Sikat MPBL All-Star Game. Iba ang sigla at laban sa Zamboanga. Suporta kita kon mga manlalaro MPBL, ang Liga ng Bayan. Basta Zamboanga, sikat.
That's our chairman and founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao, inviting everyone to the 2024 MPBL All-Star Game presented by Sikat. As right now, we are back at the Fuel Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan, kung saan ang isang may nanalo po.
Yep. As my sons would always say, hey!
John Simon of Barangay St. Joseph, San Juan is the latest winner of our Suzuki motorcycle halftime shootout. But sa atin namang laro, no, not a lot of things to be happy about if you're the home team, the San Juan Knights, who are down 8 at the moment. You know, maganda ang field goal shooting, pero you know, you were seeing a San Juan type of game
For South Cotabato.
South Cotabato.
Right, and that's because San Juan has been careless with the basketball. Gotta give credit to the defense of South Cotabato. Most of them were forced turnovers. And because they were able to force turnovers, they were able to get out on the break. And I think, you know, to your point, which usually happens to San Juan, think about this. 11 of the 12 players inserted by Coach Elvis Tolentino has scored already. They don't have a single player in double figures, as you see. Acuna leading the pack with 9. While San Juan, they have 2 players in double figures in Maikes and Orlan Wamar, but they're down by 8 heading in to the second half. But the big question is, can South Cotabato sustain this? I think they can. I think what's important, and you made a great point about this off air, they just got to keep their composure, continue to play physical without committing silly, unsportsmanlike, unnecessary fouls.
That's true. And yung nga, no?
Just like this one.
Yung nakita natin na South Cotabato, their physicality has been their calling card for most of the season. But we're seeing a different side. You know, they're looking very smart, very clever with the way they've been playing today.
Right. And because they've been playing both, playing physical, yung tamang physicality, and playing smart, they're able to get stops and get easier baskets without the defense of San Juan set up on the other end, tulad ng layup ni Tolentino.
And that's another steal by Apreco.
Another stop.
Calvo attacks middle, leaves it to Felix Apreco.
And another easier basket. Not that it was literally easy, but it's easier to score a basket when you have the defense on your heels. And this one, engaging 2 defenders, was Calvo, opened up that free lane for Apreco. May kasama pang foul.
No. Coach Senator Jingoy is that always comes up with them, you know, funniest reactions.
Possible meme.
But kita mo, no, obviously San Juan making the adjustment here. They changed things up, no. Sinabay na si Wamar tsaka si AJ Miranda with Panganiban. Moves Mike Malonzo to the 4 alongside Dexter Maikes. Calvo, jumper. That won't go. Rebound ni Wamar. Orlan Wamar. Atake sa gitna. Wamar finishes strong.
Asking for a foul too. Might have been right on that one, but still. Yeah, this lead back to its original 8-point lead before we started the third.
Tolentino
Quick
drives.
first step blocked. Good pass.
Panganiban. Miranda launches the 3. No. There was one more pass there, I believe, for AJ Miranda.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Calvo.
Hopefully the last time I say that you're right.
Keep going, partner. Tolentino short.
I can't believe I said it twice too. On the same one. Wamar.
And
There you go.
Wamar is taking it upon himself para makakuha ng foul doon.
Trying to will his team into the second half. As he came off the bench in that first half, he was aggressive of taking outside shots, but the last two, all the way to the cup.
Orlan Wamar. That's the first one to go down. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 1 for 2 para kay Orlan Wamar, but Mike Malonzo gets the offensive rebound. Wamar for 3. Just like that, yung lamang ng South Cotabato baba sa 4.
You always pay the price when you give up an offensive rebound, especially off a free throw. Defense and scramble, kick out 3. The easiest 3 to get when you're on offense, the hardest when you're on defense.
Larry Rodriguez, shot clock winding down. Apreco has to fire. It's a shot clock violation.
Can't get sloppy. Can't go to sleep or take a nap if you're playing against a championship type of team in San Juan. You see, defense caught napping, getting sloppy, opened up a 3 after the offensive rebound. Malonzo to Wamar.
Lead was at 12 points earlier. Now down to 4. Wamar. Atake. Left-handed scoop is good.
He is just taking over this quarter and has willed his squad to only a bucket away.
18 points para kay Orlan Wamar. Janicio shoots over his former teammate AJ Miranda.
Showing that he has, deep offensive skills in his bag as well. But talk about Orlan Wamar truly feeling it.
Sizzling hot here in the third quarter. Orlan Wamar is up to 21 points.
11. That's 11 in less than 5 minutes, Sedef.
Yeah, in 4 minutes.
Isn't that the same?
4 minutes to be exact. I have to be specific here. For emphasis. Oh,
what
Calvo.
a drive.
Oh, everything but the bucket para kay JP Calvo. Wamar trying to split the D. Ball is loose. Nakuha ni Marquez. Jumper. Won't go. Apreco Tapek ends up with Calvo. Tolentino ahead.
That's a walk. Yeah. Yeah, he traveled first. There was definitely a foul.
But the whistle was for a
travel. Coach Elvis claiming that Kyle was fouled. Hinawakan daw yung sando. Let's see on the replay. There's the fake. There's the walk. Yeah.
Now Tolentino goes back to the bench.
He lost his balance.
Yeah.
Yung kaliwang paa niya, no?
Oson and Elor, they're back on the floor. Miranda, Malonzo, Nakabuelo, Mike Malonzo, blocked by Larry Rodriguez. Oson, bigay kay Janicio, what a finish para kay Marvin Janicio.
Sometimes if you want to be successful, you just gotta do the same thing consistently. That's the third time already wherein Marvin has done an excellent job of running the lanes on the break and just finishing strong with his right hand. Third right-handed layup on the break. A three-point play for Marvin, which he completes.
Marvin Janicio extends the lead back to 4. Let's go to Sidney Crespo.
Kanina mula sa locker room ng home team San Juan, Assistant Coach Nani validates the difficult task ahead. Sabi niya, alam ko nakakapagod pero kailangan nating trabahuhin. Hindi pwedeng sa offense lang daw nakafocus ang San Juan Knights. He said this because malambot pa raw ang depensa nila kayo na sa first half at hindi pa nagagawa ang kanilang mga assignments or what they prepared for their opponents' individual tendencies tulad nila Acuña, Tolentino at Joson. This second half, they wanted San Juan to sprint on transition. Magbabalik po ang MPBL.
Orlan Wamar, 21 points against Manila, 16 coming in the second half. And right now, he's got 21 already, including 11 dito sa third quarter. And again, Orlan Wamar just willing San Juan back into this ball game. 59-58. And can you imagine San Juan without Orlan Wamar? Christian Luanzon?
I cannot. I cannot imagine San Juan without Ubalde even. I really mean that.
59-58. Here's South Cotabato. Elorde. Shot clock down to 4. Joson inside. Sorella, the turnaround shot. No good. Rebound ni Marquez. Miranda. Atake si Ajem. That's a foul. Looks like it will go against Enzo Joson.
If you're an MPBL player, especially in big games like this, kailangan hindi lang malakas yung loob mo. You gotta be willing to take some hits. Because this is such a physical league to play in, and oftentimes, and we've seen this through the years, when players from different leagues come to play here on TV, it may look like an easy league. You look at live play, it's not. And the feedback has been the same, and the misconception.
Tama. Marquez, turnaround shot, won't go. Marquez. Nagagawan sila ng kakampi niya na si Zach Wang. And South Cotabato comes up with the stop. They're still in the lead by 1. Jammer Hamito against Marquez. Sorella. Jumper. It's good.
Oh my gosh. 2 white shirts, 2 red shirts on the floor. None for the white shirts. But that's a made basket. Whether it's a foul on South Cotabato, as it seems. Ang tanong, kanino mo ibibigay? Kasi hindi ako maniniwalang isang tao lang yung tumulak sa dalawang yon. Unless parang domino effect. I gotta see the replay again. Bago ako maging mali.
Kaya nga. Eto, basket is good para kay Mike Sorella. So, Jammer Hamito is whistled for the foul.
Right.
It's a flop from Orlan Wamar.
Right. Pero, for those who just tuned in, medyo may kulay na yan yung kay Wamar and Elorde ng first half pa lamang.
Kasi nag-double at sportsman-like sila kanina.
Correct.
Panganiba, pinapahirapan ni Joson. Joson loses his balance. 3 for Miranda. Ajem puts it in. And we're tied at 61.
It always causes a team pag may bumabagsak na player because nagkakaroon ng advantage yung offense. Tulad doon, bumagsak si Enzo Joson napilitan kunin yung tao niya. And because the defense was forced into a rotation na libre si Miranda, bago yung chinecheck nila ngayon dahil may bumagsak na San Juan player, si Maikes ba yun?
Si Maikes, yeah.
Oo.
And there was a push from Hamito, based on the earlier incident na nakita natin. But, so 3-pointer goes down. And the foul of Jammer Hamito.
Number 1, Jammer Hamito is second. And that is the 14th foul for
Well, sometimes ito rin yung undoing ng South Cotabato when it comes down to a more physical game.
Right.
And they get lured and get baited into, second motion, unnecessary fouls.
Nasisira yung laro nila oftentimes.
Nawawala yung opensa din nila. Which happened more often than not against Batangas last week.
Right. And, the past games, this is going to count if it goes in. Ang ganda ng respond ng South Cotabato even after a few incidents on this side and on the other. And you're right, to your point, because we've seen, first of all, alam natin yung kakayahan ng team na to.
Yeah.
They certainly have the tools. There's no question about that. From point guard position to the 5-man, I don't think they're, an 8 to 9-man rotation team. This is a deep team. I don't think they're deeper than San Juan, but I think they're deep enough to make a deep run also potentially in the playoffs. Again, if they wake up on the right side of the bed.
So how deep is it?
How deep is your love?
63-61.
Ano tang love natin mga asawa natin?
Oo nga, syempre.
Kahit sa trabaho, syempre sila ang laging nasa isip. Yun eh.
Tama ka dyan.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here.
Pakiulit! Dali! Pakiulit!
Tama ka.
Yes!
Tama ka.
Okay. Thank you, Lord. Eto. Tama rin yung pito ng referee. Tinamaan si Elorde. Pero may konting acting dito. Good job of selling the call though. Definitely contact as Taiwan discarded Elorde to get open on the inbounds.
Marvin Janicio now with Hoson. Jammer Hamito. There's Maikes. Shot clock down to 2. Nabitawan ni Jammer. Ends up as a steal. Miranda pulls up. Jumper. Too strong. Rebound ni Elorde. And to Hoson. Hamito. Now with Elorde. Elorde. Nabitawan ng bola. Taiwan attacks and misses the layup. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Enzo Hoson claiming he didn't touch Marvin Taiwan. Looking at the bench. Pero mukhang hindi gagambol ni Coach Elvis.
Yung kanyang challenge. Marvin Taiwan. Sinks the first. 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. 8 of 12 shooting from the foul line para sa San Juan. Make that 9 of 13. We're tied at 63. Taiwan 3 points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists in the ball game. Enzo Hoson. Mark Cruz. Janicio. Atake. Marvin Janicio. Wild shot.
Yeah. And San Juan playing much better defense the last few trips. An adjustment. They're switching pretty much 1 to 4. And trusting even their bigs like Zach Huang to defend smaller guys. And so far, they've been getting stops.
Taiwan, labas kay Reynal Hognatan. Soberano, back to Papa Ray, 2 points. And San Juan has clawed their way back from a 12-point deficit. Now up by 2 here in the third. Hamito.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul, stuck the elbow.
It's a good call. Coach Elvis might disagree, but this is a good call. Because that was excellent help defense by Reynal, who got look how he closed that lane, that middle lane. And this one creating the dribble handoff, empty corner, easy 2 for Kuya Reynal. That was all Reynal the last 2 trips.
Napakadali ng basketball.
Oh.
No.
Sometimes tulad ni Reynal, with all those miles comes experiences, so you see it happening in your head. He creates angles, good angles, tulad ng dribble handoff. Kaya ang ganda ng screen niya at nalibre siya.
The 5 deadlocks and 4 lead changes in the ball game. Ito na, and you know, when San Juan, you know, finally catches up, this is, you know, ito na yung lumalabas din yung kanilang galing eh. Pagkadikit na yung laban.
Right.
And it's not just one.
Staying composed.
It's just not one player na gumagawa.
Oh, well, it was one player the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Which instigated this run. But Marwin Taiwan, Galinato, Juan, Soberano, this lineup on the floor, all guys coming off the bench, sustaining that run.
2-point game. 65-63. Tolentino. Double team. Bigay kay Mark Cruz. Cruz. Larry Rodriguez for 3. That won't go. Hognatan with a rebound. Taiwan ahead to AC Soberano. That's a 3. That's big.
That is big. And that was an easy shot, but a tough catch with the right hand by Soberano on the pass by Marwin Taiwan.
Larry Rodriguez against Hognatan. Larry
Short.
the fadeaway. And Galinato will be whistled for the foul.
I'm sure we're going to see the replay on that beautiful forward pass by Taiwan. Not the perfect pass, but look how Soberano catches this one without even dribbling, sets his feet. And right there, I thought the catch was harder than the made basket, but obviously the basket more important than the catch.
Parang nag-ano pa eh, ginamit pa niya yung pagsalo niya na para
to set up his feet because
wala
wala pang gather.
68-63. It's a missed free throw.
So you're agreeing with me, so tama na naman ako. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes you make sense.
Wow. So that's how you truly feel.
Oh, Benson, lane violation. Galing sa labas.
Right, AJ Benson. First time to check in this quarter. Had an impactful second quarter with those 2 finishes on the break. 1 fast break, 1 semi-fast break. Short stint for him as he subs out again.
A little over 30 seconds remaining in this ball game.
San Juan can go for
third quarter.
No, it's not a 2 for 1. Babalik bola talaga sa South Cotabato.
Oh, nice.
What a pass.
Oh, inside, Reynal Hognatan. He's made a difference here in the third. AC Soberano. This is a, wow.
There's the switch.
A 19-point turnaround. Christian Luanzon.
Yep.
Calvo.
Tough shot.
And the Knights will get the momentum going into the final quarter. A strong finish here in the third. Panoorin nyo ang ating highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. This was 54-42 with 8:57 left in the third quarter.
Right.
South Cotabato was up by 12, and right now it's a 7-point lead heading into the final quarter. Reynald Hugnatan with some big plays on both ends of the floor para sa San Juan Knights. The third quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Back inside the Phil Oil Eco Center in San Juan, and San Juan outscoring South Cotabato
28-13.
28-9
Tonight?
in the last 9 minutes
Oh, wow.
of that third quarter.
Oh, wow.
Ganun kabigat. And that's why we have a 19-point turnaround here. Itong 28-13, as you mentioned, just because South Cotabato scored the first 4 points ng ating third quarter. And, right now, San Juan with momentum. Galinato, 2 points.
Well, a big part of that run as Galinato opens up the quarter with that layup in transition is how San Juan forced turnovers for South Cotabato in the third quarter. Was able to force 5 turnovers in that third quarter alone. South Cotabato, before those 5, only had 6 for 2 quarters in that first half.
Taiwan misses the 3. Rebound ni Mark Cruz. Nauna na si Tolentino. And he'll finish.
Much needed basket. Obviously, we saw a lot of those in the first half. That's the first time in a long time where they get an easy layup once again. Talking about South Cotabato.
Galinato, nakahanap ng puwang. Could not finish against Mark Cruz. Cruz will attack. Kicks it out to Sorella. Short on the 3. Wang with a rebound. Taiwan.
Spain action coming up.
Foul given up by Kyle Tolentino.
Papasab na si Kyle. That's why he intentionally gave up that foul.
The play of the game brought to you by Suzuki right here. Nice forward pass. Galing kay Mark Cruz. Kyle Tolentino for the finish. 5-point lead for San Juan. Nasa kanilang bola, Marvin Taiwan. Mike Malonzo has it. 5 seconds of shot clock. AC Soberano launches the 3. That's an air ball. Nakuha ni Mark Cruz ang rebound. Warriors looking to push.
Excellent transition defense by San Juan even after an air ball. All 5 red shirts sprinting down.
Calvo attacks and draws the foul. So, JP Calvo, pupunta siya sa linya.
Execution is going to be a big part if South Cotabato, wants to finish what they started.
Free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, a subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Because with the momentum and the rhythm that San Juan has now, I don't think they're going to get a lot of free layups in transition, which we saw a lot in that first half. So they're going to depend on their discipline on offense, screening for each other, engaging 2 defenders, creating open shots, and hitting shots if they want to escape with a win here in San Juan.
Mike Malonzo able to secure the defensive rebound. Galinato. against Calvo. Hugnatan with the pick. Ngayon Hugnatan against Larry Rodriguez. Hugnatan with a turnaround shot. Malonzo with the offensive rebound. Galinato, three-pointer. Soberano, that's good.
Well, what a rebound by Mike Malonzo, and a costly one against South Cotabato, because he really went up there in the air to tip it to himself, keep it in bounds, and pass the basketball right away. That had the defense in rotation. But you talk about a big shot in a big-time moment, even though there's 6 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. This is a big 4-point play coming up for the Ant-Man.
Mark Cruz right there got hit sa kanyang kanang paa on a triple galing kay Galinato.
Right. And Galinato claiming that yung sipa nitong si Mark Cruz, but still you got to give enough landing space to the shooter, which I thought he did not.
7 points para kay Mark Cruz, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Binaba na sa 3 kalamangan ng San Juan dito. Orlan Wamar is back in the game kasama si Malonzo, Galinato, Hugnatan, and Soberano. Janicio, Calvo, Cruz, Larry Rodriguez, and Mike Sorella ang 5 para sa South Cotabato. Malonzo misses for point-blank range.
Change of defense that time, South Cotabato. Full court, man-to-man, quick double on the inbounds play, and dropped into a zone. That's a walk, yeah. Sayang yung stop nila sa kabila, no? Could have trimmed the lead down to 1 or maybe tied the game with a 3. Now let's see how San Juan responds to the changing defense. Itong South Cotabato, I think they're gonna go man this time. Pambulaga lang yung ginawa ng South Cotabato.
12 turnovers apiece para sa South Cotabato and San Juan. Malonzo, nakabuelo. Malonzo misses. Calvo, bigay kay Cruz. Cruz, that's a 3, short. Calvo able to save it. Janicio gets it back. Cruz asking for a pick from Larry Rodriguez. Calvo, atake. Calvo forced that one. And here you talk about yung disiplina in execution. That
Right.
time, nothing happening on that sequence para sa South Cotabato. Soberano knocks down the jumper.
On the other end, they just attack the mismatch on the much taller Soberano, guarded by a smaller Mark Cruz, just shoots it over and in front of him.
Sorella. Larry Rodriguez. Tinabantay ni Hugnatan. Larry Rodriguez. Double team works para sa San Juan. Here's Soberano. Fires at 3. It's good! AC Soberano. And those hot hands giving San Juan an 8-point advantage.
Once again, the catch, I thought, more difficult than the shot. He just makes the shot look easy. But to catch that ball and to gather yourself with good balance, which is such a key for a jump shooter. Ang ganda nung pag-execute ni Soberano. He's asking to be subbed out too as he looks gassed.
Soberano against Calvo. Malonzo, Hugnatan launches the 3.
Off left.
Back the other way, South Cotabato. Nalanganin ang pasa na yun, pero South Cotabato keeping possession. There's a foul on Maikes.
So the discipline defensively of closing out on shooters and contesting without fouling has been a problem for San Juan. 4-point play on Mark Cruz 2 possessions prior. And another foul on the 3-point line, this time on JP Calvo.
Yung 80-72, JP Calvo, nasa linya ngayon. 8 points. Wala pa sa South Cotabato reaching double figures, and it looks like si JP Calvo yung mauuna if he makes the free throw here, the third one. Ganyan kabalanse itong atake ngayong araw ng South Cotabato.
Right.
So JP Calvo, first player in double figures. And Marvin Junicio, pinahinga muna.
So, a different two-guard lineup for South Cotabato. Earlier was Calvo and Cruz. Now it's Ilorde and Hoson. Hoson matching up against a taller Malonzo on defense.
Miranda, nice pass to Marquez. Apreco. Ilorde launches the three. In and out. Rebounding Marquez. Dexter Marquez with 13 rebounds to go with his 14 points. Another day in the office para kay Dexter Marquez. Here's Wamar. Lost the handle. There's a double team. Nakuha ni Marquez. Hugnatan, the extra pass to Miranda. Miranda attacks and scores.
Well, what a beautiful read of the closeout by AJ Miranda. He was ready to shoot it, but you always got to read the defense even before the catch. And because he saw Felix Apreco with a hard closeout, attacked the closeout right away and went to the basket with a nice finish.
San Juan, this is their biggest lead right now, 84-75.
Same play, just flipped it on the other side.
Nico Ilorde tapping that ball away. Norin natin ang play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. They always have time.
Right.
Ito San Juan.
Kita mo, ang ganda, oh. Splitting two defenders on the closeout. That's when you have the defense on their heels. One in transition, second during closeout situations. So the good defensive teams like San Juan, if you notice, they are rarely in closeout situations. It's minimized all throughout the game. We saw that in a certain stretch, to start the fourth. Yes, they were switching a lot, but at the same time, moving their feet, staying with their man on offense.
Calvo, crossover, drop pass to Hamito. Lost the handle. Turnover. South Cotabato fading here in the second half. 23-point turnaround in favor of San Juan. We've seen some big-time games from San Juan, especially in the second half. The last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. So Nathan Malonzo. No, another opportunity here for San Juan. And I think that rebounding has probably gone in the way of San Juan now after being tied in that first half. And they just break you.
Just like this drive by Orlan Wamar could be The cherry on top of the ice cream. I love cherries, by the way. Just like how I love this teardrop shot by Orlan Wamar, which I believe every small guard should have. That is a finish on top of Hamito. Could have been fouled, no whistle. Wamar letting Ilorde know about it.
13-point lead for San Juan. Timeout, South Cotabato. AC Soberano has been spectacular in this ball game, especially in the second half. 11 big ones for AC, and those 3-pointers just, you know, one after the other.
Right.
Parang unti-unting dinudurog yung puso ng South Cotabato.
Well, each player has different responsibilities in the course of a basketball game. And Orlan Wamar is responsible for the comeback. But AC Soberano was responsible for the expansion. As they went for that comeback, you know, the 11 points by Wamar to bring them back into the game. He subbed out, second group comes in, Soberano, really the finishing touches, along with that layup, the last one by Orlan Wamar.
Here's AJ Miranda, the kick out to Wamar, that's a three. Had some showboating there from Orlan Wamar. As Marvin Janisha finishes. Parang binarkahan muna yung court
right?
Bago tumira ng tres.
Yeah, baka nararamdaman niyang madulas yung sapatos niya. No, kaya inano muna yun.
Can't be slipping on your Kobe's, you know.
You can. With those halos too.
88-77. Timeout muna tayo. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. And player matchup, obviously Dexter Marquez dominating this one. 16 points and 13 rebounds in almost 29 minutes of play. 4 points na si Jammer Hamito with 1 rebound. And, you know, may player matchup tayo.
Correct.
May team matchup din.
Yan.
Okay? Para sa'yo, Christian Wanzon. And I want nothing but the absolute truth. And your
Kinakabahan ako pag kumpleto yung pangalan ko.
absolute opinion. Okay? Honest opinion.
Okay.
And since they're meeting on Friday, San Juan and Pampanga,
Yeah.
who do you think had the more impressive win tonight?
I'm going for San Juan. Because as impressive as the 23 game-winning streak of Pampanga was, and what was that, a 30-point blowout?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 against a Manila team. This game by San Juan to be down, you know, double figures as much as 12 points, and then playing poorly pretty much in that first half, especially with the number of turnovers that they had. And, you know, they're poised to come back. I'm going to go for San Juan.
Okay.
Well,
Yan na po.
that's not to take away anything from that Pampanga win, because, you know, to win 30 points against Manila, it doesn't happen too often.
Di rin biro. South Cotabato, wow. Next 3 games, medyo mahirap. Nueva Ecija, makakalaban nila sa bahay ng Rice Vanguards yan sa Palayan City. September 13, Davao Occidental. After the All-Star break yan. And September 30, it's a date against the Quezon Huskers. And, this finish, it's a fight to the finish para sa pwesto 1 sa playoffs.
Importante lahat ng mga laro. Especially nandito na tayo sa, I can't believe, the last stretch. Last month of the regular season, then playoffs na. Pagdating ng October.
That's true. Here's Apreco. Layup. 88-79.
Dangerous pass.
Picked up by Miranda. And oh boy, the matchups on Friday. San Juan against Pampanga.
Second game.
My gosh. It should be a fun and interesting game. Taiwan to Galinato. That's a 3. Preco quickly to Calvo. Malonzo with a rebound. And Malonzo getting that rebound. I feel he'll have a big role on Friday, definitely.
No question. He brings a lot of energy, obviously, and they're gonna need a lot of that from especially his rebounds. He finished with 11 in this game. 6 on the offensive glass.
Galing. So it's a victory para dito sa San Juan Knights over the South Cotabato Warriors. And another win at home to extend their winning streak. And San Juan needing to come back from 12 points down in the second half. The instigator of the comeback, Orlan Wamar. He finishes with 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he is our best player of the game, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Orlan Wamar Jr. for the second straight week carries the Knights to victory. 88-79 ang ating final score in favor of the San Juan Knights. Final score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Yes, Adelph, syempre kasama natin si Orlan Wamar Jr., the best player for San Juan Knights tonight with 23 big points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Orlan, congratulations. First half pa lang, may 3 personal fouls ka na. But come second half, San Juan made some adjustments. Ikaw, you scored 11 points in just 4 minutes. How did you manage to survive this game?
Nung start, parang di ko na-expect yung physicality. So parang nung coming from second half, nakapag-adjust ako. I told myself na relax lang. If kung ano may iba to, tanggap lang. Yun.
Sabi ni Coach Nani na hindi lang kayo naganda para sa araw na to o sa larong ito, kung hindi para sa buong linggo. This coming Friday, Pampanga, magpapahinga ka pa ba bukas, and how are you going to prepare for that game?
Narinig ko sa coaching staff namin, parang may ensayo kami bukas. Yun lang, yun naman inaano namin, preparation sa Pampanga na sana makasilat kami sa
Sino mga babatiin mo pasasalamatan?
Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Senator Jingo Estrada, Boss Jeremy Go, Congressman Brian Yamsuan, Boss James Go, sa aming mga sponsors, Go for Gold, Alaksan FR, 4-Piece Party List, Spin and Claw Grill, JSU Amusop, Boss Nolet Otay sa Bicol Saro Party List, Powerhook Sports Clothing, at sa mga taga San Juan ninyo. Pinabati ko yung magulang ko na nasa ball ngayon, papa ko, nanay ko, kapatid ko, girlfriend ko nanonood ngayon, sila Tito, Tita, Lolo Boy, Lola Belen, Dangeros and Tolosa family sa Mindoro, Faaro family sa Aloling Zamboanga, si Coach Julius, sino ba? Kay Senator Manny Pacquiao, salamat sa opportunity na binibigay sa mga kaliga natin na walang sawang sumusuporta sa liga.
All-Star sa September 7, makikita ka namin sa Zamboanga?
For sure. Mga kaliga, abangan nyo po yung sa September 7 sa Zamboanga, yung MPBL All-Star. Kita-kita tayo doon.
Alright, walang pahinga at back to work ang ating best player na si Orlan Wamar Jr. brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sydney, and congratulations kay Orlan Omar. Another big-time performance from him to lead San Juan to a comeback win. Tomorrow, sa Caloocan Sports Complex, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Zamboanga against Bulacan in the first game. Bataan versus Quezon in the second game. And in the third game, it's an important game for Rizal and Caloocan as they battle for a playoff position in the North Division. So, yan po. Ang ganda po ng mga laban natin bukas. And tapos na po ang ating coverage dito. Mindoro, Pampanga, and San Juan winning over their respective opponents. Para sa ating courtside reporter, Sidney Crespo, and my partner, Christian Luanzo. And ito po si Dev Tupas saying good night from San Juan.